I'm gonna be rich from day trading. I'm 17 years old. I haven't made a single dime from it yet, but I know it's gonna happen. And this is week number 35 of documenting my whole entire journey to my first payout online. And in this video, make sure y'all stay tuned because it's some unexpected in this video, man. Just stay tuned to the end. Let me know what y'all think it down in the comments below. And if you just tuning in, man, just check out my whole series right here and follow my socials down in the description below. But if you is just tuning in, here's the progress of my whole journey so far. Here's the progress of just last week. Last week was not a bad week whatsoever. At the start of the week it was, but then it picked back up, and then we ended the week off up in profits a good amount. So this week we should be able to pass this account, but make sure I stay tuned to the end to see if I do or see if I just fail it like I've been doing for 35 weeks. But let's go ahead and just get into it, man. Here's how we ended up winning today, but it wasn't a full win. It was like kind of a break-even win. So market open, and honestly, I was looking for price to immediately shoot up, take this high, and then look for shorts lower. But we went up, we respected this hourly gap, then we respected this 30-minute gap, and after this, I was just looking for a good inverse. Honestly, I was gonna enter right here, but I just want the most confident in it because I didn't know if it wanted to just retrace or whatever. But we waited for an inverse. I didn't enter off this inverse. I wanted to wait to price inverse this 1 minute, or it retested this for right gap. So it inversed this first. So I entered right there and put my stop below this Ferrari gap. And as you can see, my stop was in a good spot because it respected the gap and then it went up higher. And I got out right here. That's where I got out. Price came up, boom, all the way up here. And then it was just like it was just going down a little fast. So I just dragged my stop up because I thought price was gonna go all the way back down to break even. But even so, it didn't even fully hit my TP. So I mean, I'm glad I got out right there. At least we up. So we just need one more good full dub to pass the eval account. So I'm gonna try to be patient with it, but I'm not trying to be fearful and not take no trades at the same time because we only need one. And if we pass this eval account, hands down, I promise you we getting this payout, man. Here's how we went break even today, making around $100. Today we was kind of fearful, but at the same time, it wasn't no A plus to me. So market open over here. We had news at 9:45. So 9:45 prices shot up. Honestly, I wanted price to just reach this gap and then continue lower, but it didn't do that. It came, it respected this gap at first, and then it disrespected it, and then it just continued up. But I was just still convinced that we were looking bearish because if we just go on a high time frame, we can see like this is very, very bearish this whole session. So I just thought that we was just gonna continue lower, but this session we would just continue higher actually. So I was just waiting for a good setup, and honestly I didn't see none. And we didn't even feel this hourly gap up here, but I was just waiting and waiting and waiting. I could have entered off this inverse, honestly, but I wanted to wait till this got filled. Then it got filled, but this closed to below right here because I was gonna enter up here off of this change in the state, but it closed to below, and I set a limit order and I never got filled. So I'm not mad at that, but price just continue lower, and then I kind of entered right here. Um, I entered off of this retest of this gap, and then it closed bearish, and then I entered right here, put my stop above this high, and just targeting $100. I mean, just targeting $1,000, which I the only amount I need to make to pass is my eval account. So soon as it went into profits down here, I went break even just because I didn't like the way it was moving, and I wasn't even the most confident in this trade in the first place. I was just kind of wanted to take it just because I wanted to pass his eval account, but we got it at break even. I didn't force any trades for real. I mean, maybe this one, but that wasn't the worst trade that I could have forced. I definitely could have took some worse trades, but today wasn't a bad day. We made around $100 going break even, and yeah, so that's about it. Maybe tomorrow we can pick it back up. We just passed our eval account today. We took 3 trades. And two of them was good trades within my strategy. And then the third one I kind of forced just to pass my eval account. So the first trade we took wasn't a bad trade. Price just swept some lows, right? And then I was just looking for the retracement higher. So my overall discretion was right. I mean, you could see price continued up, but we ended up getting break even here. We went break even as soon as price reached this point right here that I marked out, and ended up getting stopped at break even, then going up to our TP. And with that trade, we would have ended up passing the account, but we ended up getting break even. So of course we didn't. We had a 3 minute inverse, and we also had a 1 minute change in the state, so we entered off of that, and this looked like a good setup, and it played out, but we got break even. And the second trade we took wasn't the best trade, honestly, but it was like kind of discretionary just because we had a obvious session high right here, and we just inversed this gap and retraced lower a little bit. So I'm like, okay, it has to go up. So I just went break even once price swept this high, and we would have passed the eval account if it got here, but it didn't. So we ended up manually closing the trade around here. So with that being said, we only need like a small win just to pass that eval account. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. But then I just got on my phone, looked at the charts, and then I risked heavy. It wasn't a good trade whatsoever. I risked real heavy just to pass the eval account. I mean, it worked, but that's not the way I wanted to do it, but it worked. But we definitely not gonna do this on the front of it, and we just gonna try our best to just get this payout. Definitely try to be patient, risk low, because I'm ready, bro. I'm ready for it, man. So here's how we ended up break even today on our first day on our funded account. We took one trade today, but price action after dump it down the start of the session, you can just see consolidation. So it wasn't really no setups, only maybe to the downside, but it just went straight down. It wasn't really any setups either. But price came, swept, went into a 30-minute gap. Didn't quite sweep high previous lower day, but we retested a 5 minute inverse a gap, and we inversed this 1 minute gap, and we changed in the state, and then boom, I was just waiting for a retest of this 1 minute gap, and I saw a little rejection. I entered before the candle closed, so I entered off a initial rejection from the gap, and I'm just targeting a 15 minute gap all the way up here. And as you can see, man, price didn't really play out how I wanted it to. I wanted price to respect it and then continue higher, but it was just consolidated in this area, and then it gave me an inverse after I exited. I got it at break even around here. I put my stop and break even around here because we were just in between two fair value gaps, one bullish and one bearish one. We were just consolidating in between them. So I was like, okay, I'm not in this trade. I'm not confident in it no more. So I got out, and price went up, but it didn't quite reach my TP, but it went up. And I would have went break even right here anyway. So either way, this trade would have played out. So glad I got out when I got out. Here's how we ended up taking a loss today. So yesterday we went break even. Today we took our first loss on a new funded account. So we down just a little bit. But this trade was honestly an A+ setup in my eyes, honestly, and it just didn't play out. I mean, I was targeting session lows right here. We had an inverse fair value gap. We had a 5 minute change in state, and we went into a 15 minute gap and respected it. I mean, those are three confluences that just boom. I mean, like, come on. How didn't you go right here to my TP? I mean, why didn't we sweep session lows? I don't know. And honestly, this was a banger trade. I'll take this 10 times out of 10. But then it just went up and then started consolidating. So it was nothing really else, honestly, if you ask me. Nothing really, no really other setups besides this one in my eyes that align with my strategy. So we took the small loss today. So next week, if we just get 5 winning days, man, if we just win straight 5 days, we can get a payout just like that. But we just gonna try our best to take it slow and try not to be patient and gamble and all that. Well, that wraps up week number 35 of trying to get my first payout from day trading at 17 years old, bro. And on the last day on my funded account, you can see I just took my first L. But I'm not risking a large amount of money. I'm only risking $400, so I need around 5 or 6 trades before I blow the accounts, and I'm never gonna lose that much in a row unless I gamble or something like that, which I've been trying not to do. I've been trying to stay calm, patient, and that's why I ended up passing the eval account. But if we stay on this course, man, of just being patient and chilling and just playing on my own time, like own strategy, and just like I can get this pair within the next 2 weeks, bro. I'm telling you, I can, man. And the lesson I learned from this week is that after all this time of finally passing the eval account and like just playing slow to my game, I learned that like genuinely, if you just keep it slow and steady and patient, like you see everybody telling you to do, you will see results. Like I'd never seen results like this in the whole 35 weeks just because I was patient, I was calm, I won't force it, I won't just begging, waiting for the payout, won't fiend it. I was just living day to day and not in the future. And that's what really did the trick on passing my eval account. And I hope I can get this payout real soon to show like once I started being patient, disciplined, and slow, and just taking one trade, like I can really get this payout. Like I'm gonna show y'all soon. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. Make sure you stay tuned for next week. Next week could potentially pass the eval account. We could potentially get the payout or the week after that. So we gonna see, man. Hope I don't blow this account, man, because I'm gonna be pretty upset. But I trust in my strategy, trust in Edge, I trust in me. And I'm gonna see y'all on the next one, man. Peace out.